So it's based on average win rates in 22, 224 non-mirror matches, bars now standard error. Or bars show standard error. Right. So this is the S tier, 55% plus win rate. I mean, that's no surprise, honestly. It's all Pikachu. Yeah, that is really no surprise. So it's Pikachu Raichu, Pikachu Zapdos, Pikachu Zebstrika, and Pikachu Electrode. All up there. I don't think anyone's surprised by that. Then on the A tier, 52.5% win rate, is Arcanine EX, Moltres EX, Articuno EX, Starmie EX, Articuno EX, most likely T18, I'm assuming. And that's it for the 52.5%. So I was interested to wonder where Mewtwo was, because now looking through this, I can see he's in the 50%. Now that is actually fair, I would say, because obviously so many people are playing it now, and it's all over the place. So you're going to be getting wins, you're going to be getting losses, you're going to be getting everything all left, right, center. There's really like no way to tell how many people play Mewtwo over Pikachu, but at the end of the day, Pikachu has a much, well, not much higher, but it's got a 5% higher win rate, maybe plus, depending on what it is, than what Mewtwo does, obviously, because it's more consistent, right? Of course it is. So in the B tier, you have the likes of Articuno Greninja, Mewtwo Gardevoir, Starmie Greninja, and Charizard Moltres. Now this is to be expected. So obviously, Starmie is being represented twice here. It's still a very consistent card. Very consistent. And the only solo one here is Articuno. Obviously because of T18. And then we have the C tier, 45% win rate. Wigglytuff EX Weezing. If you haven't played Wiggly, please go ahead and do. It's very, very good. There's Ninetales Rapidash, Arbok Weezing, Marowak EX Sandslash, and Marowak EX Primeape. So the Primeape has been out for 2 weeks now. Well, the Mankey, I should say. I think it's 2 weeks now. Yeah. And it's already got itself a 45% plus win rate. That's pretty decent, right? Obviously, it's going to go with Marowak because it can't really go by itself. And it can't really be going with anything else. If you're going to throw into Fossils, perhaps. Or in with another Sandslash or whatever. Marowak is the better option there. And then you have Dragonite tier, Executor EX and Venusaur EX, Marowak EX Dugtrio, Muckweezing, Arbok Pidgeot. I'm glad to see that Pidgeot's there. I'm very glad. Even though it's right at the bottom, still very glad. Then there's Alakazam Weezing, Dragonite Weezing, Venusaur EX Lilligant. Very nice to see that as well. And Dragonite Frostmoth. Now, the one that stands out to me the most that isn't here is Machamp. So Arcanine is being represented at a 52.5% plus win rate, which is, I would say, a lot higher than what I thought it was gonna be. But maybe because not many people are playing it, so I can kind of get away with it. But where's the Machamp at? Machamp is the only one here that's not represented. I mean, many people are obviously playing Marowak over Machamp. Is a much more solid and consistent, I would say. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. And I love how they say Dragonite tier, yet there's only one Dragonite there. But that just goes to show that Dragonite Frostmoth is more... What's the word? I would say more consistent, but not really. It's more winnable. There we go. It's more winnable than any other Dragonite deck, I would say. And even though I haven't played it myself, it is definitely showing that it is that. And I've even seen in tournament settings as well, so I'm not really surprised. And then meta positioning, win rate versus top meta decks, decks with at least 20 matches registered for each matchup. So this beats Pikachu, so we're going to look at this as well. That's not enlarging any further. So we have Arcanine EX and Moltres EX right up there. So apparently this has a very high win rate against Pikachu. Then Executor EX and Victory Bell. Okay, that's going down a little bit. There's Machamp EX and Malloy EX. Obviously, because they're fighting types. Can't really be saying much else about that. Then we have obviously Pikachu Zebstrika, just above the 50%. And there's Marowak EX and Sandslash is the only other one in this little section here that can beat Pikachu above 50%. And of course there's Pikachu EX and Raichu, but that's falling underneath the Mewtwo plus Pikachu bracket. So that's able to beat both Mewtwo and Pikachu, is Pikachu Raichu. So that's literally the only counter to those two, apparently. Apparently. And then we have over here, Mewtwo EX and Gardevoir just slap bam right in the middle, doing whatever it wants to do, trying to be consistent. Trying to be. And then obviously then we have all the other stuff that falls in between. You've got your Alakazam Weezing, Arbok Weezing. You've got Starmie Golduck down here. Starmie Golduck. I have not seen Starmie Golduck. I have not. I rarely see people play Golduck, let alone Starmie and Golduck into one deck. Let alone that. And there's a Dragonite Frostmoth, just above the 40% as we were well aware. And obviously then you have your underliers over here as well. Arbok Pidgeot straight down the bottom. Straight down the bottom. But yeah, does this surprise me? Not really. Obviously because we know who is up there and who's been up there for weeks now. It's a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer what works so well, what is consistent and efficient, compared to obviously what is not of those two. Then there's per matchup win rates. I haven't seen this. Okay, so it's just, yeah. So it's just basically saying that Mewtwo Gardevoir does well against all of this stuff. Then Pikachu does well against that stuff, yeah. So if you guys want to see this, I'll put this into the description below. Because I'm not going to be, like, bending my neck around. But maybe there are some big numbers that are popping out to you guys. If there are, as I say, do let me know for that. And Articuno, funny enough, all by himself there, T18, he's only got a about 5 matches win rate percentage over any other deck. I mean, if he would have played T18, you gotta be very patient, right? If you don't get what you want in your opening hand, you're most likely going to just either quit or you're just going to stick with it. Hopefully see what you get, but I don't really see many T18s anymore. Funny thing is, I'm now seeing T18s with Lapras EX. I know, shocker. But yeah, I'm seeing a little bit more of a diversity, creativity on that line. Like, you can just scrap out Articuno EX, it's not really needed anymore. But no, nothing here really surprises me. It does not. As you can tell here are the chart as well. Mewtwo EX and Gardevoir was at the top for their overall percentage wins. Yeah, I'd say this is about standard, honestly. Because as I say, we know what the meta is currently. We know what's being played. Especially if you've even gone into like only one tournament. Maybe 2. You know instantly what to expect. It's going to be Mewtwo's, it's going to be Pikachu's. They're all over the place. But as cards start to come out, so obviously come December, maybe if it's like anything massive, and then moving into January, obviously, at the end of January, when the big content drops, this is going to hopefully shift. I don't really know how much is going to shift into what direction. Is Pikachu going to get toppled? For that case, you've got to have another electric that's going to actually compete against Pikachu, which may not happen. And then, of course, for Mewtwo and Gardevoir, you have to have another Psychic that's going to compete against them. That may not happen either. We don't know yet until the stuff actually comes out. But of course, you can have more counters towards it, more fighting types, more dark types, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen anyway. But yeah, if you guys like this, Please let me know in the comments below. And as always, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that like button as well. Thank you so much for coming to today's video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video on the live stream, go out there, play some Pokemon Pocket. Play one of the decks that is not very good. Or should I say, not very prominent. Because we don't want to see more Pikachus or Mewtwo's around, okay? Okay? Other than that, guys, take care, stay safe, all that good stuff. And goodbye for now. Bye-bye.